So today I'm going to be talking languages. Why? Is it because I'm an expert in linguistics? No, it's because I thought these might be funny, although I don't think anyone else will. Admittedly, some of these aren't languages and are instead dialects, but let's face it, I'm not clever enough to know the difference. I mean, no offense nor insight with any of these jokes, but anyway, let's get to it. 4 of the letters that are present in the majority of the words aren't on our keyboard home rows, yet the piece of punctuation none of us know how to use is. Named after the region in Spain that doesn't even have the most Castillian speakers in it. Castillian Spanish if it agreed to take the L, literally. What a language would look like if you took a gap year in France. Its population is purely a means of spiting text-to-speech. A fitting name for a language I am unable to speak. A language that only has 100 syllables, and yet I find a way to mispronounce all of them. It has the ability to make the most boring shit ever sound cool. Case in point, Bertolt Brecht. The mere addition of a French word into any product apparently justifies a 50% price hike. Less than 2 centuries ago, it was spoken by only 2% of the country it was named after. That's just a clear lack of faith in the language. What happens when you try to teach Russians Spanish? Foreign learners learn the profanities before literally anything else. No one north of Oman would know a single word in this language if it weren't for the Lion King. Spoken by 150 million people, and it's only an official language in 2 countries. Supposedly the most eco-friendly language, at least that would explain why all the trees seem to speak it. The official language of YouTube movie rips. Famous Arabic writers include Antara ibn Shahad, Tara Hussein, and the average hospital heart rate monitor. There are more random X's inserted into its word than an MW2 username. A language that is a glorified compromise for speakers of other languages in the Indonesian area. One of the more entertaining languages to learn because half of the words look like English swear words. Spoken exclusively by either Tories or Final Fantasy writers. It emphasises phonetic pronunciation, but for some reason its name isn't pronounced Patois. Thanks to train spotting and porno being written the way they are, I can technically claim that I read a book in a foreign language. It is increasingly hard to tell the difference between a full sentence in Welsh and a Geordie sneezing. More J's than a best of the in-betweeners compilation. The Korean wave that's going on at the moment makes the inclusion of it in this video an ad hoc decision, which is ironic because ad hoc sounds like a Korean name. A language named after what its real-life speakers do to their virginities. Supposedly it's actually quite similar to certain forms of Icelandic. At least that's my excuse for why I know more of this language than ones I actually have to study. The only reason that I or anyone else remembers this language is because we know at least one fucker who put way too much time into this game when they were 12. I'm impressed they managed to make an entire computer operating system out of the average numbers of good jokes in my videos. I didn't do enough IT at school to say anything about this language besides it's got ass in the name. That's well funny. Supposedly the unpopular language within China, and it still has more native speakers than French. There you have all the proof you need to confirm my only source for writing this was Wikipedia.